Hello, friends. All right, we've got less than 12 hours until the Division C finals for the AOE Leagues 2v2 tournament. So, in anticipation of the finals, I'm going to be casting the last semifinal set from Division C. We've got a matchup here between Team Tapwater. So that is APAC in the red and Devar here in the blue. So that's Team Tapwater. And they're up against Team Codex in the yellow and green. Yellow being PieterDelo and green being Dia Roja. So this should be a good match here. Both these teams very strong through the group stage portion of the tournament. For those unfamiliar with the format, we've got a best of 3 here in the semifinals. The finals, which, like I mentioned, takes place in about 12 hours. That'll be a best of 5. This here is a best of 3. First match on Arabia. Second map will be chosen by the loser of Game 1. Third map will be chosen by the winner of Game 1. All right, take a look at our civs. Take a look at our map. As per usual, in the red, APAC. So she is playing as the Teutons here. Haven't seen a lot of Teutons in this tournament, so excited about that. Playing in the blue is the Norwegian Devar. He is playing as the Vietnamese. Speaking of which, has he gone out to lame yet? Let's take a look at his field of view. No, just going for scouting. Right, sometimes you see the Vietnamese pick. I think first thought is they're going to be trying to lame. All right, now for Team Codex. In the yellow, we've got PieterDelo playing as the Britons. Here pushing in the zebra. And he's teamed up here with Dia Roja in the green playing as the Burgundians. All right. Yeah, I mean, obviously all 4 of these great civs maybe give a slight preference to Burgundians and Britons. But that might just be my own bias and being a bit more familiar with those civs than with Vietnamese or the Teutons. All right, take a quick look at the maps for these players. So Dia Roja here in the green. Gotta say, this is a pretty sweet map. I mean, these berries are a bit exposed, but you got about as good of a gold mine as you could possibly ask for. That guy alive. Pretty easy wall on this side, right? Probably just wall to the TC here. See, easy wall there. Easy wall here. And I think the only danger spot, like I said, probably these berries. But you could probably just work a wall out around there. Looking at yellow's base, forward gold. That's not ideal, especially with the archer player up against you. Forward berries. Does have a secondary gold that's pretty safe, so that could come in really handy. So yeah, not terrible. Over here looking at Devar. What are you working with, Devar? Yeah, safe secondary gold. Okay. Primary gold. It's not forward, but it is pretty exposed. Berries a bit forward, but they're not under a hill, and this is pretty easy to wall in front. So another decent, not great, but not terrible map. Over on this side, looking at APAC's map, that's honestly a brutal primary gold. Under a hill, out front. I don't like that at all, but she does have a safe gold here in the back. And decently wallable. Again, map so-so here. Alright, so still pushing deer in. Here is Dia Roja. APAC starting to get some scouting intel. Alright, over here, Devar. Oh, I think he might have been... Was he going for the lame there? In any case, he was a little too late. Oh, yikes. That was close. That was very, very close. It looked like the elephant took an additional swing. I thought that villager was dead for sure, but Pieter does a nice job there, manages to keep that vill alive. And our first player to click up here is Dia Roja, going with a 20 pop Burgundians build. So I wasn't paying close attention. Maybe you guys were. I did not see if he picked up double bit axe in early Dark Age. Because the 20 pop build, in my experience with Burgundians, can be pretty tricky when you do get that upgrade. So, keep an eye on that. Alright, Devar. What's Fog of War looking like? Yeah, look at that scouting. That is just delicious. Located the berries, lumber camp, secondary gold, primary gold, and probably the second most likely location for a lumber camp is going to go with a men-at-arms build here. Looks like it was scouted there by Pieter. Let's take a look at this. No, did not see the barracks. Yep, and is not tracking. So that is going to come as a surprise for the Britons player. That's going to be quite exposed, as I mentioned. Britons player here. What is the plan here? So only on one lumber camp. There's a busy, busy lumber camp. But given the walling here isn't looking to get, ooh, nicely done. Just in the nick of time. So yeah, how did he see that coming? Yeah, that was really nicely done there by Pieter. Yep. Manages to avoid any damage to the berries. Excellent small walls here. Alright, flares that to his teammate. Yeah, I am worried about the wood situation here for Pieter. And it's going to lose a scout. Nicely done there by Devar. Alright, Feudal Age in for 3 of our 4 players. Alright, APAC predictably going for a staple here. And we have a stable out as well for Diroha. So Diroha with 1 extra scout on the field. APAC with 1 extra scout on the field. And let's see when Devar... Alright, he is up. So no, this is not men-at-arms. This is a Drush flush. So Drush into Feudal Archers. And there's 1-2 range going up immediately. So really nice build here from Devar. Putting some pressure on the gold. That is going to be annoying for Pieter. He's only got 3 guys on gold at the moment. These guys waiting in line, but they know there's a bit of danger here. Does have archers out, so should be able to clean this up pretty quickly. Right, over here, Diroha dives in, but APAC with that defender's advantage has slight numbers advantage, but a hill advantage here for Diroha. Yeah, pretty even trade there. Meanwhile, back here, Devar keeping those units alive, aware of the archers. Yeah, and these guys could come in handy in Feudal Age as a meat shield for the archers once they come out. Meanwhile, on this side, Diroha completely walled. Just about. Just about full walled there. APAC, she'll have a ways to go before she's full walled. Alright. Pieter, 7 military on the field, and mixing in a few skirms here. 1 spear, a couple skirms. But he's going to be open for quite a while here. Devar with the little sneaky sneak here. The archer's looking for him. Devar sneaking around. He's going to hit that gold mine. Yeah, he might be able to get a kill here. Oh, nice. Excellent reaction there by Pieter. He is almost certainly going to lose a vill here if Devar can block. No, Devar not able to block well there. Great arch numbers here for Pieter. The scout's down. So, yeah, no damage done there for Pieter. A little bit of idle time, but I think he's going to be quite happy with the results there. Meanwhile, on this side, Diroha looking for a way in. Nothing available at the moment. Devar and Pieter with roughly equal numbers at this point. No fletching yet. Ooh. Well, Scouts got pretty close to getting in there. Nice reaction by APAC. And yeah, armor already in for these Scouts. And quite a few Scouts produced there by Diroha. On top of the 2 or 3 that he lost there earlier on. These militia sneak in yet again. And Pieter this time is doesn't want to waste any more idle time with his military. He wants to move forward. Expecting a military numbers advantage. And Devar, yeah, his attention must be elsewhere at the moment. Let's see if he can get in there and actually get some bill kills with these militia. Or idle time, which is extremely valuable, but look at this. Codex. Their 2 armies have linked up. Fletching is in. Armor is in on the scouts. And APAC could be in a bit of trouble here. Not walled here, but the flare suggests they're going to try to attack at this gold mine. Those vills there, I don't think are going to be rangeable. But, yeah, APAC's definitely going to need for Devar to send his military over here as soon as possible. And, yeah, they might just go for the gate here. APAC could definitely be in trouble. Let's take a look at their flares. Pretty even military numbers at the moment. I think a scout's advantage for... Where is APAC scout? Okay, here we go. No upgrades on those scouts as of yet. And actually, Devar is not going to go over. Nope, he has changed his mind. He was thinking about a counterattack. Is heading back. I'm sure APAC expressed the direness of her situation. Loses 1 vill there. And dropping stables. A lot of stables. As forms a quick wall. But this is exposed. They're going to get in here. Oof. Not looking good right now for APAC. Going to lose another villager. This is wide open. So she is off gold entirely. 2 more vills down here. Sorry, 3 vills down there. And there's going to be more on the wood line. Complete disaster at the moment. Excellent pressure here by Team Codex. Yeah, those 2 vills go down. APAC at 30 vills. Her opponents at 36 and 42. Loses another vill. Alright. So let's see if they can clean this up. But even if they do clean it up, Castle Age on the way for Dia Roja, on the way for Devar, and actually on the way for APAC. But yeah, she's not able to finish those. She has upgrades. No upgrades yet on the scouts. Ooh, armor on these archers too, plus the hill bonus. This should be a really nice engagement here for Codex. Yeah, and it looks like they are getting the better of this trade. A nice micro here by Devar. Yeah, I think if you're Devar, you gotta be pretty stinking happy with the way that turned out. It looked like... I mean, it's gonna be a pretty even trade here. But Pieter hasn't clicked yet, so Devar is going to have a significant tech advantage. Yeah, this will get clean, so he's going to take these archers back, because he's going to want those crossbow. Dia Roja still with a scout in here. Going to get 1 more vill before that scout goes down. Alright. So yeah, here's the question. Can Devar get a counterattack in with that tech advantage on Pieter, right, whose base is still not walled? That could be a way to get back into this game. But at the moment, a pretty significant lead, I think, for Team Codex. They're sitting at 39 and 47 vills versus 45 and 32. All right, Expo coming in now for Devar. He's got some reinforcements here. Yeah, I think he needs to move out. All right, yeah. Pieter's got some numbers there, but at the moment, Devar's got a tech advantage. If he realized that, I think he could possibly clean this army. But I'm assuming he's probably really worried about running out there with Dia Roja having a numbers advantage. And look at this, Cavalier, +2 armor on those bad boys. So Devar's going to need a pretty significant mass to be able to deal with that. All right, and he is moving out. Question is, will he get here before Expo is in for PieterDelo? I don't think so. But wait and see. +1 armor and bodkin on those boys. +1 armor and fletching on them. Alright. APAC heading out with +1/+1 knights. Yeah, Devar going right for the vulnerable spot. And this actually isn't even walled. It looks like there's a hole there, right? Yeah, so... Well, he's giving his position away. That's unfortunate. Castle Age is in for Pieter. The Expo upgrade on the way. Yeah, and he's going to have, I think, just enough time here. Walling up here. Yep, off that wood line. Expo will be in just a couple seconds here. And there it is. And a numbers advantage here for Pieter. Now, ooh, yes, and the surround for Codex. This is a really nice fight for Codex. They've got numbers, they've got tech advantage. And yeah, Apex units cleaned up there. I think Devar wisely running back, but this is going to be a problem. There's a lot of Cavalier here. Oh no, he's got some reinforcements, so he should be okay. Alright, but the problem now, a 2v1 situation here. This army moving on Devar. And yeah, Devar's going to have to micro like a god, I think, to have a chance of dealing with this. Is already on 3 TC, got a cook and eco here. 57 Vils. But I don't think that's going to save him. Yeah, getting cleaned here. Nice surround there by Dia Roja. And he's got the hill. Now, Devar microing back nicely, not taking too much damage from the archers. Yeah, Cavalier there getting the hill bonus. He wants to push those archers towards his teammate. And yeah, this should be cleaned, no problem. Yeah, Devar, though, did manage to keep a lot of those archers alive. Nicely done by him. And can he hold here? Is there a way somehow to stop Catastrophe at home? Actually, basically identical villager numbers at the moment for these two teams, but a pretty significant military advantage for Team Codex, and they are in on Devar's base. Devar does have a lot of town centers. That should provide him some nice cover. Nice control of the archers there by Pieter. Alright, let's see. Kind of upgrades. +2 armor now in for Apex Knights. But yeah, just a huge archer numbers advantage at the moment for Pieter. He's got more reinforcements streaming in. These Vietnamese archers are a little tankier, but yeah, with this kind of numbers advantage. Yeah, Apex Knights just about gone. Still Cavalier all over the place. And yeah, looking pretty dire at the moment for Tapwater. Alright, let's take a look at the Vil count right now. 63 and 52. So yeah, about 110 Vils, 115 Vils at the moment for Tapwater. About 130 Vils at the moment for Codex. Yeah, hole here from an overchop, so some Cavalier getting in here being a pest. The Cavalier have been mostly cleaned up from the base, but Devar also has no military numbers at the moment. Forward siege here from Pieter. I like that a lot. I think this, you don't see siege a lot in 2v2, not until Imperial Age, but I think in this situation it makes a lot of sense. And if they can clean up these production buildings, Devar is going to be super, super dead. Ooh, look at this, yeah. So Devar with a defensive siege workshop, that's going to be hard to keep that Mango alive with all these Cavalier on the field. Let's see if Devar can land a nice Mango shot here. Yeah, great military numbers here by Pieter. Keep it just a awesome, awesome critical mass. And Pieter, meanwhile, back at home as Eco has caught up to Devar's. 2 mangoes on the field, but there's just not the units to protect those. Those cavalry are going to clean them so quickly. No, and doesn't want to dive under there. There are 2 TCs here with Bodkin, so it is... the Roja does have to pay a price to dive on those mangoes, that's for sure. And is going to get 1 mango and... nope, just 1 mango so far. Yeah, both mangoes down. And things looking worse and worse for Team Tapwater here. Devar doing a nice job getting production set up in the back as 1, 2, 3, 4 ranges. But it is hard to see a way for him to possibly catch up in numbers here. Excellent pressure here by Codex. This is really, really nice play. Pieter playing like a beast. Roja playing like a beast. And that's game. Devar has resigned. GG called. Yeah, dominant performance there from Team Codex in game 1. Obviously, that snowball started here when they broke in on APAC's base. And, you know, what that meant was even though Devar wasn't too far behind in numbers compared to Pieter, there were Cavalier on the field. So, Devar, 2v1 there pretty early in Castle Age, lost his archer numbers, and then that was all she wrote from there. Alright, take a look at the stats real quickly. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful KD ratio there for Pieter, 89 to 36. All right, to game 2 we go, which I believe, let's see, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, it looks like game 2 is Gold Pit. So this will be the home map for Team Tapwater, APAC, and Devar. And yeah, actually, this is a map I recall they've liked this map a lot. They've chosen this as a home map, both in the 2v2 tournament and I recall, I think APAC choosing this map in the 1v1 tournament as well. So she clearly feels comfortable with this map. Devar feels comfortable with this map. All right, what do we got for civs? Devar playing as the Mayans in the purple this time. APAC will be in the blue playing as the Franks. Franks Mayans. Those are pretty sick civs on any open map, but I like them even more so on Gold Pit. Franks having those cheaper castles lets you get control of the middle a little bit earlier, and then Mayans, since you're almost certainly going to be getting some castles up in Castle Age, you've got the option to go into plumes. So that's a great civ combo. On the other side, we've got Pieter in the yellow once again, playing as the Chinese. So he'll presumably be playing archers yet again. And Dia Roja in the red, playing as the Bulgarians. Bulgarians, of course, they end up being pretty popular on Gold Pit because of the Kraypost option. So that lets you get not as much control in the middle as you would with a castle, but you can get it up a lot sooner. So expect to see some Kraypost play here from Dia Roja. Take a look at the map. I mean, yeah. You're only going to get these 2 little small gold patches here. But the location's decent. They're at least back. This one's going to be hard to wall in, but Dia Roja, I think, should be decently happy with that. Similar gold gen here for Pieter as well. They're at least not forward. Over here for APAC, this one is going to be really hard to get to in Feudal Age, but this one is quite safe. And then looking at Devar's map, that is a real crappy gold there, but the primary gold in a pretty safe spot. All right. And, of course, we've got a best of 3 here, so APAC and Devar's tournament lives are on the line here. They lose this game, and they are out of the tournament. And Team Codex advances to the finals, so... Alright, I need to run out for just a moment. I will return presently, and I'm going to leave you with the delightful experience of watching Devar push in some deer. Alright, what sweet action did we miss? Feudal Age on the way for 3 of our 4 players. De Roja halfway up. APAC will be the first one up. What'd she go with? 20 pop scouts. De Roja went with 20 pop scouts as well. Must have had a little bit of idle time because he is up slightly later than his Cav counterpart APAC. Yeah, this map's kind of a pain, I think, to wall up here for Pieter. Yeah, maybe go with a small wall here, and then a wall across there. That's probably what I do here. Alright, APAC, she is up. Stable delayed a little bit because of a delayed blacksmith, so these stables are going to be coming up at basically identical times for the 2 Cav players. And Devar, can always count on Devar for the drush. And here he goes once again. This time, however, he's drushing the Cav player, not the Archer player, which, as someone who's almost always playing as the Cav player in 2v2s, is annoying as hell. Especially when he gets followed up by Archers and Spears. It can be really, really hard to clean up with your scouts. Yeah, Devar here doing a great job of being a pest. Managing to idle these berries quite a bit. And should... not going to get a kill yet. Alright, the scout numbers starting to accumulate here for De Roja. He is unfortunately housed there. Yeah, in addition to idle time and kills with the drush, there's also just the annoying distraction of it, and you don't realize that you are housed in... Alright, yeah, house going up there for De Roja. Got housed pretty bad there. That's an unfortunate time to get housed because you really need those scouts coming out. So this is really nicely done so far by Tapwater. If they can continue to keep De Roja open here and slow his eco down, APAC's going to be able to get some scouts out there before Pieter is going to be in a position to threaten her with archers. Yeah, and I'd love to see APAC just move out. I think maybe she's worried about a Drusher Man-at-Arms, but at this point, that should have already been there. So I think her moving out here to attack the open and vulnerable Cav player would be really, really nice. Yeah, so she's playing defensive, worried about an early attack. But Devar... Ooh, okay. So Devar's Drush is going to be clean, and he's going to lose the Eagle here. Gets a little bit of HP off of those scouts, but the distraction is no longer there for the Aroha. Alright, 2 range here for Devar, 2 range here for Pieter, and here come the archers. No fletching yet. Is there a blacksmith? Yeah, there's the blacksmith. Alright. So this is definitely something APAC could jump on if she spots it. Where are her scouts? Right here, yeah. So she's just taking care of the walls. Yeah, these scouts moving forward. So numbers now for D. Roja. I like what he's doing here. Just like game 1 is producing in a greater quantity than APAC. And once again, APAC is going to be the target of early aggression. So this definitely could be a repeat of game 1. Let's see how APAC responds. So the archers and scouts are being split up at the moment for Codex. If APAC could spot this, she could definitely jump on it. But she's going to have some stuff to deal with here. Yeah, archers moving around. I think Codex is going to notice that this side of the map is completely open still. And they're also going to get in here. APAC so far hasn't sent a Vil there, and I think it's too late now. So APAC is in a lot of trouble here. I think she's going to need Devar to get his army over here. She's 2v1'd at the moment. These dudes have fletching. She doesn't have any armor on these scouts. All she has is the slightly better Frank HP. But she's cleaned. She's got a hole in her wall. She's got archers and scouts. Will she get a house down? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, no, it's still open. Oh, that's so frustrating when that happens. All right. Yeah, this is game 1 all over again. But hold your horses. It's not. Var in on Dia Roja here. Can he deny that tower? I don't think so. I think that tower's going to go up 1 Vil down, though. But over here, APAC losing Vils as well. Alright, the tower's up. Devar's going to camp under that. So, it certainly at the moment looks like APAC's suffering more damage than his Dia Roja. Archer numbers aren't great. Oh, okay. Devar manages to get out away from that tower without losing all his archers. And, yeah, look at this. Dia Roja off of both wood lines. Going to stone, so I think he wants more towers. And... yeah, the reinforcements continue to flood in. Dia Roja still producing. Pieter still producing. All right, what are we looking at for build counts here? Dia Roja at 28. APAC at 33. Dang. Devar putting in the work over here. Managed to do more damage here on Dia Roja than APAC has suffered. APAC getting the blacksmith down. I think she probably wants that +1 armor. She does have a tower here on this wood line. But meanwhile, on this side, Devar has pushed Dia Roja off the stone. Only has 2 on wood. He's over here, he's over here, he's over here. Dia Roja completely suffocated. This is a hell of a play here by Devar. Meanwhile, over here, though, APAC losing all kinds of stuff, too. She's down to 30 Vils. Dia Roja at 29, so this is a completely even game at the moment. It feels that way. Yeah, Vil numbers are identical for the 2 teams. APAC diving here. She has the armor. This will be close. Really low HP on those scouts. All right, let's check back in over here. Archers from Pieter coming in here to try to clean up Devar's army. They should be able to do it. They've got the numbers. They've got armor on the scouts. And Dvar's army is split up into 2 places. Let's see how well he can micro here. Alright. Here's one thing, though. Castle Age on the way for Dvar. Just like Game 1, Dvar is going to have a tech advantage over his archer counterpart. But he's not going to have the numbers. He's getting cleaned here. Although I got to say, maybe he's not. He's got numbers even after dealing with those scouts. And he's going to clean these archers. Dvar playing out of his mind here in Game 2. I mean, it looked like this game was all but lost when Team Codex broke on APAC again, but Dvar made them pay for it. Nice micro there by Pieter. Nice micro by Dvar. This is a great archer engagement. It's going to be pretty much an equal trade. Dvar's up to castle, but he's got no archers. He's got no archers. So, yeah, I think once again, he's not really going to be able to take advantage of that tech spike. Pieter just now clicking up. Alright. What is the eagle looking like here for APAC and Dia Roja? Both of them are in a pretty deep hole. But here's the thing. I mean, Dia Roja, he's Expo getting his base. He's going to be in a lot of trouble because he's got a long way to go to get up to Castle Age. He's got 50 food in the bank right now. So Dia Roja is looking at an eternal feudal age right now. Look at this. Dvar's going forward for some forward siege. He wants to take full advantage of all the damage that he did to Dia Roja there. And yeah, look at these guys still doing work. Alright, I don't know if Dia Roja realizes that he's open here. I don't think he does. I don't think Dvar does either. Alright, Dia Roja here, we can see him flaring these archers. He wants his teammate to go and clean those up. But he's our Expo with Bodkin. Let's see if Dvar reacts. Nice micro there by Pieter. Pretty even trade there. All right, Pieter is up. What kind of numbers is he looking at? Oh, he's already out in the middle on some gold. Yeah, but here's the thing. This is going to be just cav on cav. I mean, sorry, archer on archer for a long time. And, ooh, is this tower going to go up? Yee, it does go up. Nice. That's a nice tower there by Dia Roja. But, where'd that Vil go? Yeah, so forward siege here is going to be a huge problem, though, because Dia Roja's not going to have knights. Not for a long time. And all he's going to have to rely on the archer protection of his teammate. But if there's mangoes on the field, that's going to be a huge advantage for Dvar. Just continuing to get Vil kills here. And look at this, APAC about to hit Castle Age. Dia Roja still hasn't clicked up. Dia Roja still sitting at just 90 food. He's got scouts here, but scouts can only do so much against archers, against Expo. Oh no! Dvar! Dvar loses the Vil. He's got this other Vil. Where was this girl going? I don't know what was up with that. Alright, he's got a couple Vils going forward here. No, that must have been a botched rally point. That's all I can think there. Yeah, that must have been a rally point gone awry. Alright, so Dvar doesn't have great numbers here. Pieter might be able to clean this in conjunction with the scouts. Yeah, should be able to clean this in conjunction with the scouts. But the Siege Workshop is up. Reinforcements trickling in here for Dvar. And look at this. APAC notices the TC, so that's good scouting there from her. She's got a lot of knights out. +2 armor on these. So, yeah, let's see if she goes and tries to clean out Dia Roja here. Codex jumping on the Expo. They will get the clean. Oh, and I didn't notice this. All right. Bad map awareness here. What's going on with these villas, man? Yeah, there is definitely a rally point gone awry. Yeah, another girl out here. The Roja looking to wall in the siege workshop. That's a cheeky, fun play. I like that. Nothing in the queue there at the moment. All right, and these knights. It looks like they're heading here to clean up these archers, which they will do with no problem. Alright, check in on our eco counts at the moment. APAC actually 11 vills ahead of her Cav counterpart, who still has not been able to click up to the next age. Devar floating some serious food here. Holy smokes. Yeah, sells a little bit of that for gold, and he's up to Imperial Age, and we've got Arbalest on the field. Holy smokes, Devar, how did you end up with that much food? Imperial Age on the way. Alright. We're gonna have Arbalest. Tapwater in an awesome position here. So the score definitely does not reflect, I think, how much of an advantage they have right now. This tells us they only have a 100-point advantage, but I gotta think that their chances of winning with the kind of tech advantage they're about to have gotta be greater than 90%, maybe 95%. Alright, Devar gonna take advantage of the cheaper castles here for Franks to get some control of the middle. Alright, Ballistics on the way here for Pieter. Meanwhile, Castle Age has been clicked here for Dia Roja. Look at this, Pieter even building a range inside of his friend's base. Yeah, he's got some good numbers here. But ooh, I like this. I like this castle. Yeah, you've got the military numbers. Why not go for a... No, go further forward. Range the gold. I like the original position better. But it'll still be a good castle. It'll range the TC. But it would have been awesome if she could have pushed Pieter off that gold entirely. Yeah, this is nice here by Dia Roja. Walling that in. He has noticed the hole. Bill's coming forward here for Devar, who's, what's he sitting on at the moment? 2 TC. Pieter with a 22 vil lead over Devar, but I think Devar will be more than happy to trade that 20 vil disadvantage for Arbalest. Dia Roja hits Castle Age after Devar hits Imperial Age, and let's see if Pieter can somehow hold on here against this really, really massive tech advantage. I mean, one thing to note, Devar doesn't have great numbers, and he doesn't have any siege on the field at the moment. So they're not going to be able to wipe Pieter off the map unless... Okay, interesting. So Devar has not researched the Arbalest upgrade, which is very, very, very surprising here. I mean, it must have just been that he couldn't afford it. Yeah, I can't think of any other reason why you wouldn't go for the Arbalest upgrade here. Alright, a lot of vills there lost for Dia Roja, who's sitting at only 33 vills. So APAC has a 20 vil advantage on him. And the GG's called. Whew. That was intense. That was crazy feudal age. That was a nutty feudal age. A total base trade there. Cav players, as often happens in 2v2 games, Cav players as the punching bag in feudal age. But excellent play by Devar. Did an incredible job scattering those archers throughout Dia Roja's base and idling basically every part of his economy. And yeah, didn't even need the Arbalest to finish this one off. So well played by Tapwater. 1-1 match, and we go into the decider, game 3, which will be on the home map for Team Codex. What are we looking at for KDs here? Devar. Yeah, even APAC here ended up with a positive KD, I think, with a lot of those kills there at the end. And yeah, a bad day at the office there, unfortunately, for Diaroha, who was the victim of some serious feudal age aggression. All right, game 3. Let's do it. Islands. Ooh. All right. Codex. I know they're solid on islands. I've seen them play islands before, both in 2v2 setting and 1v1 setting. So this is going to be an uphill battle for APAC and Devar, who I don't know that I've ever seen either of them play islands. So yeah, don't know how comfortable they are with it. Maybe they're solid, maybe they're not. APAC playing as the Persians. Teamed up here with Devar, who refuses to stick with a color in this game just to make things confusing for me. No doubt. He is in the teal playing as the Sicilians. So I'm wondering if we're going to see a landing here. I wonder if they prepared a strategy. I wonder if they were anticipating for Codex to pick this map. But I would not at all be surprised by landing. We've seen how aggressive Devar likes to be already in this match and throughout the tournament. So a water landing, I think, would definitely fit his personality. On the other side, Pieter playing as the Vikings. Obviously an awesome civ on island maps. Teamed up here with Diaroha playing as the Italians. Which, yeah, I mean, is about as good as it gets on islands. Italians, Portuguese are usually considered your two best civs on this map. Vikings not far behind. So, I mean, in terms of if this goes down to a game of naval combat, yeah, I really, really strongly favor the civs that have been picked by Codex. But the Persians Sicilians pick really makes me think that we're going to be seeing a landing here. You know, it might be a Donjon rush, might be an archer landing here from Devar, but that's my prediction. We'll see if it turns out. All right. I'll also be curious to see where Pieter ends up docking. With Vikings, you don't have access to fires in feudal, so they're going to be pressuring with galleys, or sometimes you see Vikings go for an FC build. But in either case, it's not uncommon to see the Vikings go with a back dock. So be curious to see what happens there. Otherwise, it's going to be buckle up and wait, because nothing ever happens in Dark Age on islands. Alright, forward dock here for Diaroha. I like that spot. It's a nice dock. And, alright, here's APAC going for, I don't know what you call this, maybe a side dock. So, a back dock here for Devar, which is what you'd anticipate. Keep an eye on this as we move forward and get closer to feudal aggression. Really keep our eye out for a transport ship there from Devar. Alright. I mean, at the moment, though, the build looks like a standard islands build. So, no tells at the moment. Back dock here for Pieter. As I suspected, there might be... again, we don't know if this is going to be an FC build or if this is going to be galley play in Feudal Age. the Aroha will probably be clicking here quite soon, sitting at 20 vils. So a 21 vil up, 22 vil up is pretty common on islands. Yep, going for Loom now, so we're going to have a 21 vil up. So we're definitely going to see naval aggression, I think, there from the Italians player. Meanwhile, over here, Pieter. Not sure quite yet. Alright, APAC has clicked up as well. Actually, she's the first to click up. And Devar and Pieter will be clicking up at just about the same time. So, yeah, I mean, this might just be standard naval play from all these players. Certainly what it's looking like. So we'll have galleys coming here from Pieter. Probably start with fires here from Aroha. And then, yeah, we'll see what Devar and... Ooh, let's go. Alright, that's what I like to see. Landings make islands so much more interesting. Here go the brave souls who have volunteered their services for the cause. Transport ship on the way. A second dock here for APAC, so... yeah, no transport ship from her, so it looks like she's going to play this straight up. Probably with fires on the water. What do we got? 2 on gold there. No one on gold at the moment for Devar. Alright, yeah, so it's going to be Donjons. He's on stone, not on gold. So we're not going to see archers, we're going to see Donjons. Which will be fun. It'll be really fun. Fortunate here for Pieter, he does have gold spread out on 2 separate sides, but his stone is really close together. If Devar can manage, you know, maybe first tower here, second tower here, Pieter could be in serious, serious trouble. Alright, yeah, so Pieter, those galleys on the way out. APAC producing fires. Fires here for Aroha. So, here we go. The Vils have landed. The scout is moving, actually, away from the spot he had been posted up on. What is this Donjon? Devar. Yo, scout before you drop a Donjon. Just giving you grief. You know I love you, Devar. That's a bad Donjon, though. Oh, you're not denying anything. Alright. Here we go, though. APAC's going to have her hands full on the water. She's about to be 2v1'd. What do we got? 2 docks out here for Aroha. 3 docks for APAC. And... Alright. This tower. This will be a much better one. Pieter has scouted, though. He knows it's here. Nice job there by Pieter. He at least saw the scout. I don't know if he saw the Donjon. Given the fact that he hasn't reacted yet, I'm guessing not. APAC pressuring here. Let's see if she can get some of the fish. Probably not, though. Good naval presence here from Aroha and Pieter. But they're actually on their way down. So that, yeah. Unfortunate timing there for them. APAC gets in. Causes a little idle time on the fish here. That Donjon's up. So yeah, if Devar starts swinging this way, whoo, things could get ugly here. He's even got sergeants out. Hell yeah. Alright, front dock here for Pieter. Defensive tower here for Pieter. Alright, definitely a naval advantage at the moment for Team Codex. But can Pieter hold on here? Alright. Devar splitting up his villagers. He's got 2 heading this way, 2 heading that way. I love that Donjon spot. That's a really nice one. He's going to range this wood, range that gold, range that stone. And I don't think Pieter spotted those vills. Those vills, if they get a Donjon right here, and they can range the gold, that could be GG. Yeah, Pieter, nothing I've seen yet suggests that he's noticed this. APAC, she's got great numbers on water. She'll be able to clean this, no problem. This navy is looping around, but it's got a long way to go before it gets to APAC's fish. And yeah, look at that tower. Oh, Pieter he's in a lot of trouble right now. He is in a lot of trouble. Oh, man. Dropping a barracks. But yeah, he has no idea this is here. And he must not have town watch. Fletching now on the way for Devar, so these towers are going to be even more of a problem for Pieter. And look at this here. APAC putting the pressure on. And she even has enough reinforcements to deal with this here, probably. A stable down for Pieter. But he's in a lot of trouble here. I think he's going to have to take wood there. That's the only wood line he has available. Yeah, everything's idle. Absolutely everything's idle right now. Yeah, and Pieter very busy at home, so not able to micro these galleys, so is going to lose them. This will be a close one here. Yeah, APAC's gonna clean that. So even though she's been 2v1 on water, it hasn't cost her at all. Meanwhile, back here, Pieter, he's in a lot of trouble. He's running looking for a wood line. And I can't believe I'm about to say it, but this might actually turn out to be a good tower. Because Pieter needs this wood line. Alright, so he's going to rush down this donjon. But there's sergeants on the field. Getting a couple scouts out. Castle Age on the way for APAC. She's almost up. She's going to have a tech advantage on water. Tapwater this strategy they came in with was killer. They are in a great spot right now. Yeah, I think your APAC, just run with those. Keep those alive because you're about to be able to upgrade them. This donjon's on, so there is a wood line available now for Pieter. And look at that. APAC and another donjon going up here for Devar. He is such a pest in Feudal Age in Game 2 and Game 3. Alright, upgrade. Ooh, okay. I'm blind. I didn't even see that Dira husband in Castle Age. Suddenly wondering why he's got fire ships on the field. And yeah, Dia Roja and APAC are in pretty even positions here, but the thing is, it's not at all even on the other side. Pieter is in a world of hurt. Down to 40 villas, going to be down to a lot less after this. This is a very, very costly attempt to rush down to Donjon. It's not going to happen. Another Donjon going up. Alright, checking over here at the battle. Dia Roja with a slight numbers advantage. Going for repairs here. Yeah, so Dia Roja looks like with a slight lead there on water over APAC. But again, what the heck do you possibly do here? I mean, there's just nothing you can do right now if you're Pieter. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, if you can get to Castle Age, you can maybe think about getting Rams out or Mangonels, but Castle Age is not something that Pieter is going to be able to think about. 18 food in the bank. Has no access to berries. Dia Roja really starting to get a commanding lead on water, though, over on this side. Really commanding lead. And, yeah, I mean, this is a point at which Dia Roja could think about a landing. And, I mean, we could be looking at a base trade along the lines of Game 2 here. Another Donjon. Devar, I take back everything I said about this tower. It turned out to have some value. You did deny 2 wood lines here. Alright. These docks going down. They are Persian docks, though, so it takes extra long. And let's check back in on the chaos Freaking sergeants all over the place. They take down that tower. Donjons here. Sorry, sergeants there, sergeants there, sergeants there. There is nowhere on this island that is safe for Pieter to go to. This is going to be GG. He's at 27 vills. Pieter is dead. He is dead. There's going to be more Donjons on this island than yellow villagers here. And not too long. But, on the other side, again, Di Roja in a really dominant position here. He's got to land, though. He's got to land. If he did, I mean, APAC's got no way to defend. She doesn't even have a barracks up at this point. Let's see if anyone on stone. Yeah, there are vills on stone. Could look at a castle drop here. And if Di Roja can manage to take APAC out of this, Devar is obviously a long way up. A long way away from Castle Age himself. And he could sell and get there. Another Donjon. How many Donjons has he built? He had a couple torn down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Had an 8, 9, 10. At least 10 Donjons. Di Roja doing a nice job here surrounding, looking for additional docks. APAC. Yeah, she is on stone. How much stone is she looking at? 480, so she will be able to get a defensive castle up in not too long. And yeah, there's the transport ship. So, time for landing. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, okay. Not where I was expecting. So, these vills are actually going to go and try to help Pieter push Devar off his island. I think that's probably a mistake. I think I mean, Pieter's so dead at this point that it sounds cold, but I think you just gotta give him up for dead. And go and hit APAC here. Yeah. Oh, I think that's a mistake. Yeah, I mean, obviously we've got the advantage of this omniscient perspective here, but I think if Di Roja knew what APAC's base looked like at the moment, he would just land and castle her here. She's got absolutely no way to deal with that. All right, you drop one stable, get a couple knights out, get a castle. I mean, a castle right here, and APAC is toast. But instead, Di Roja's going to invest into... He's going to have to invest like crazy to clean all this. And in that time, Devar, he's now in Castle Age. So Devar is going to be able to possibly get on water himself. Yeah, I mean, the score's super close right now. Di Roja does have complete dominance on water. This is a fun one. This is a really fun one. Look at APAC's res! Alright, yeah, so she's going to get this castle up. She's going to be able to go to Imperial Age. But what is she going to be able to do from Imperial Age? Like, Di Roja is controlling the water. I guess she can get a couple docks here under the protection of the castle. And then if Devar is also working his way back on water. Yeah, I mean, Pieter might be defeated in this game. Does he have any vills left? He's got 21 vills. Where are his vills? I mean, a lot of those are fish. Alright, Di Roja's invested in some knights here. Pieter has clicked Castle Age on the way. How he afforded that, I don't know. Maybe his teammates sent him some res. In AOE Leagues, you can sling if the sending player is in Castle Age. Just not before then. Alright, Devar just sent some... sorry, APAC just sent some stone to Devar there. Alright, there's the landing. So Di Roja had the eco back home to land in both places. So he's fighting a two-front war here. Says, I'm going to do what Napoleon and the German army could not do. I'm going to fight a two-front war. Here he goes. Alright. Does Devar have... Sorry, APAC. Yeah, how's she going to respond to this? So she has a monastery. She's got a barracks. So she's going to defend against the knights with monks. Gets her up to Castle Age. Oh, gosh. Devar. Come on, man. Give him a break. Dude just got to Castle Age. You know how hard it was to get to Castle Age? When you have 10 Donjons in your face? And now you're going to drop a castle on his only town center? That's just cruel. Alright. APAC on the way to Imp. She's got monks producing. She's got knights producing out of this one stable here. When she gets to Imp, she can get Trebs out. She might be able to push this back off her base. Alright. Imperial Age in for APAC. The score is still close. They've only got a 200-point lead here. 13 villas for Pieter. 10 of them are idle. So, yeah. I mean, Pieter, there's just no way he's going to be able to contribute in this game. Not unless it goes for another 45 minutes. Alright. Phil's coming forward. Looking for a forward castle. But there's no military on the field for Dia Roja. He must not know that APAC's got all these knights out. A what? A lumber camp? I'm quite confused at the moment. Alright, so APAC, she's got enough for another castle. She's going to push this off. Dia Roja doesn't have... He has no military out here. Devar doesn't have much to work with at home. Right? There's still no navy for Tapwater, so that is a massive advantage for Codex. But you know what's a massive advantage for Tapwater is that they have 2 players who are live on their team. It makes a big difference. I know that's a shocking and insightful claim. But yeah, this castle, this is going down. Dia Roja is gonna have to run with these villas. He's gonna lose a lot of them. Maybe just a couple. And with that, APAC has cleared Dia Roja off of her island. Alright, Imp on the way for Dia Roja. What happens now? Alright. So here, APAC's got to find a way to get back on water. Devar's got to find a way to get back on water. Meanwhile, on the other side, for Dia Roja, he's got to do everything he can to keep them from getting on the water, and he is doing an awesome job of that. He's been patrolling Devar's island this entire time, been patrolling APAC's island this entire time. Yeah, that's a nice castle there from APAC. I actually would even like to see one out there, where you can basically restrict, you can control that, that strip of water there, which is really going to restrict Dia Roja's movement. But this is a good spot as well. You're going to be able to control this water. But yeah, here APAC like really needs to get some docks out. This is such a fun game. Love it. You're a bastard, Devar. Look at this. He's just going to turn this island into his own. And honestly, yeah, Devar could just dock here because this is an island that Dia Roja is not patrolling. But I think getting out of water has got to be the primary objective now if you're Team Tapwater. Which is exactly what APAC's doing. Docks are going up. What do you do if you're Dia Roja here? You just, I mean, if you get all the control of the water and you just cannon galleon everything down. But he has taken the pressure off a bit. He hasn't He hasn't been here to deny these docks. Alright, good denial here. Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot on water. A lot on water. Alright, let's check in with Devar. Alright, here we go. Devar, gonna make an attempt to get on water here. De Roja, this is just outside the range of his patrol. And he's obviously quite occupied up here on this end. So Devar is gonna get on water. Imperial Age on the way for Devar. Now, Italians, it's as good as it gets on water, but even Italians are gonna have trouble in a 2v1 situation if Tapwater can manage to get Navy out. Alright, Pieter starting the rebirth of his civilization. A few survivors made it to De Roja's island, where they are beginning to repopulate the world. But it will be a long time before Pieter is back in this. You know what the best part of this game is that there's no Portuguese. So we don't have to see Vitorias ruin this absolutely delightful game. Alright, De Roja is clearing all these docks here of Apex. Alright, one castle down. Cannon galleons are going to start working on another. Would love to see another 3-4 cannon galleons out there. Alright, Devar also trying to get on... Okay, here we go. We got cannon galleons on this side as well, so that explains why he only had a couple. Is pushing Devar off the water here, but it might be a while before he discovers this. Right, Devar's up. APAC, though, she's doing an awesome job of redocking. Yeah, I think though, it'd be nice to see that castle closer to the shore so you can use it to defend the docks. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. There's cannon galleons. These castles are going to go down basically the moment they're discovered. Yeah, cannon galleons, though, are doing a lot of work right now for De Roja. But De Roja still doesn't know. The war galleys starting to mass here for Devar. Devar's got a really, really nice eco. 111 vills. APAC on 137 vills. De Roja only on 83. So... Whew. I don't know, man. This one's tough. This is a nutty game. I think I like Tapwater's spot. They're starting to get that navy out now, and basically once this mass is gone, it is over because there's no chance De Roja with a weaker eco, and all by himself. There's just no chance that he's going to be able to reproduce to catch back up. But that's a big if. That's if he loses this mass. And at the moment, he's still got numbers advantage. He's still got attack advantage. Woo! Galleons are in. Some pretty good numbers here for Devar, and he's getting a lot of kills on these just passing ships. Chemistry almost in as well. Pieter, he's got one of his TCs here in the middle. I like that. Yeah, this transport, I think, was planning on landing Devar, but De Roja was just alerted to this massive... Well... Not massive. Decent navy here for Devar. This is a massive navy here. Fire ships mixed in with galleons. Let's see if we can get a trap here. Yeah, if he could send half around, Devar's got to be careful here. He could definitely get trapped. But at the moment, Diroha just trickling in. Yeah, so only half his military here. Everyone's just... What's happening? Everyone's just... They were just passing through both each other. A good fight here for Diroha. I think he's going to get the trap. But look at this. Up here. APAC. She's got a really nice navy herself. That's a great castle. Love that castle. That's taking up a lot of real estate from Devar. So yeah, Devar gonna have to retreat here for a little bit, but meanwhile on this side, APAC, a lot of fires, a lot of fast fires out on the water. You gotta be pretty happy with this trade if you're Devar. Really happy with this trade. Diroha needs to run with those cannon galleons or he's gonna lose them. So, yeah, I think they're going for the pinch. Look at this. APAC from the north, Devar from the south. Diroha's numbers advantage is falling. He's down to 56 ships. He's got the same number of military on the field as does APAC. Tide has quite significantly turned at this point. Devar and APAC in a very, very good position here. It's called. Woo! Awesome game. That was an awesome, awesome game to go out on. All the credit in the world to Codex. They played awesome this season. This was a hell of a series. I really thought Diroha might just pull off the 1v2 there. Had a chance. I mean, not to beat a dead horse, but I really do think Codex probably wins this game if that first transport ship Diroha had sent to castle here on Apex Island. I really do think they win the game if that had happened. But again, we're saying that from a perspective of knowing exactly what Apex Island looked like, knowing what she had. And Diroha was had no way of knowing that, and was obviously quite busy all over the map. What a cool Donjon rush here by Devar. I've been the subject of a Donjon rush on islands, but I've never been the subject of a Donjon rush that was nearly as effective as this one. So yeah, tons of credit for Devar there. APAC, she boomed out of her mind. Did an incredible job redock. I mean, look at this. Look how many docks she had. And she had the eco to support it. 147 vills. Busting their backs here on this island. So extremely well played by her as well. Woo! All right. Yeah. So, sad to see Codex go out, but congratulations, guys. You played, as I said, some awesome, awesome sets throughout this tournament. Really hope to see you guys back for Season 4. And congratulations to Devar and APAC for advancing to the finals, where you guys will have your hands extremely full with the Dark Knights, who advanced against Welsh Widerstand on the other side of the bracket. Finals coming up here in, I think, like 10 or 11 hours. And yeah, I'll be really, really excited to see the results of that one. It's the last division to play their finals. The other divisions, A, B, and D, have played their finals already. So this will be the last set of the tournament to wrap up a really, really fun Season 3. And there should be news about Season 4 coming out here in the not-too-distant future. And with that, I bid you all a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.